WW ThrillNet Radio.
Oh, I'm here alone. Oh, that's sad. We can see all the construction of the areas we've not been able to get in yet. Next on our list of kiddie rides to do today. This coaster is so well themed and it looks incredible. You know, it's got a good theme version. Hello and welcome back to ThrillNet, bringing you everything thrill related in the UK and beyond via the internet. And welcome back to Minecraft Thorpe Park on EuroMagic. Yep, EuroMagic is a Minecraft server building a one-to-one scale recreation of Thorpe Park in Minecraft Java, and I'm doing a mini-series touring it. Last episode we rode Stealth, Tidal Wave, Storm Surge, Flying Fish and Depth Charge, and in this episode we're going to be riding basically everything else that is open apart from the rides in the area of the park that is Lost City, because obviously Thorpe Park is a theme park with different themed areas, because I thought it'd be nice, you know, just to cover that area in whole in one video, because that entire area is done. So basically everything in Angry Birds Land that we can do, as well as an Amity ride and something else which you may or may not have worked out if you know sort of what's open on this server and you've watched last episode. As I said last episode though, we're not going to be doing The Walking Dead, just because with me being visually impaired, I've really struggled seeing there. Obviously that is a dark coaster, and as for the other ride in the dockyard, Darren Brown's Ghost Train, that's not open anyway, but it will be coming in the future. But again, that's one I'll struggle to see. But yeah, I'm just walking into the park now, but we're gonna you know, head over to our first ride over the bridge into Thorpe Park. And while we're walking over, I just thought I'd say thank you for the support on last episodes. It has, I believe, over 70 views now, which is really good for this channel, so thank you so much. But yeah, I think, you know, as we're walking over to it here through the dome, why don't I introduce sort of the first ride we're going to be riding, and talk a bit about it. I know I nearly said the first ride we're going to be walking, oh well, but yeah. And oh, here is Amity Beach, I should mention, along our way. But guess what? I'm still single, so there's no one who I can go to the beach with. But isn't there an event called Love Island Lakes that takes place on this beach? Maybe I can, like, find love through that. Oh, for Anyway, I should also mention that I sorted out the audio problems from last video. If you watched, you'll know that you won't have been able to hear the audio that the audio server plays here on EuroMagic, you know, the Thorpe Park soundtrack very clearly. But you should be able to hear all of that now, because basically I've sorted out all the problems I needed to sort out. But yeah, and here we are actually at our first ride, King Pig's Wild Hog Dodgems. Angry Birds has no audio, which is a good thing in a way, because it means I won't get copyrighted for anything. That obviously being one of the problems with having the audio server on in videos. However, I've got it on quiet, obviously.
Proceeds to edit in some Angry Birds audio to fill the awkward background silence.
But King Pig's Wild Hog, what? Yeah, I got that right. Which is the first ride we're going to be riding. Is a Dodgems, obviously themed to Angry Birds, because this is Angry Birds Land. This area obviously opened in 2014. But yeah, this area basically tore Amity in half. They got rid of part of Amity for this, like, Angry Birds IP that's as irrelevant as anything for some reason. And one of the things they put in was this Dodgems ride, which I guess was a good thing, because, you know, it's an extra ride at Thorpe. Obviously Dodgems are more sort of family rides, so it's, you know, it's not the most ideal ride for Thorpe Park really in terms of its target audience. However, it does give something for younger children and, you know, with families to do on their day out at the park if they do come here, because there's not too much on offer for families really here. After an awkward trek through a cattle pen, because let's face it, cattle pens are hard work for us visually impaired individuals, I'm here on the King Pig's Wild Hog Dodgems, and it seems we're just starting. And if I use my arrow keys here, it seems that we can like drive. So oh my word, this is an awkward Dodgems to drive, like, not gonna lie. And like, oh wait, oh, I'm here alone. Oh, that's sad. But yeah, I'm just driving around here on my own. Like, this is the most boring Dodgems I've ever been on. Like, I never knew that Thorpe Park run the Dodgems on like one car operations, but like here I am, like just driving around here, like on my own. Well, that was a lonely ride there on King Pig's Wild Hog Dodgems. I'm really disappointed in that. You know, no one joined me on the Dodgems, and the operators just decided to go ahead anyway and just operate that on one car operations, meaning I had to drive around there like a lunatic for a couple of minutes. Like, you know, this is just one of many reasons why I hate being single. I was simping over, you know, this part like last episode, and you know, day 2, it's not been a brilliant start so far, but yeah, let's cheer ourselves up a bit, hopefully, and go on Detonator bombs away, because my mood right now is... But yeah, this is a Fabry drop tower, I believe, with a queue that seems to be a little bit less awkward than the other queue, which is obviously always a plus. And the game decided to lag, meaning that thanks to the magic of editing, I decided to cut ahead in the video. But yeah, here we are, Detonator, about to ascend. And here we go. Announcement time. Let's see what beautiful views we get. What side of the ride am I sat on? I forgot to look. Oh, there we go. We can see over to Nemesis Inferno. We can see the jungle. We can see all the construction of the areas we've not been able to get in yet. And there's the Swarm over there. We're at kind of a good angle. Can see around there. Storm Surge, Colossus. Can see everything. Oh my word. Oh no, we're going to drop. Here we go. And why did it just cut off the announcement? I really don't know. There, that was a good drop tower. Fabry did a very good job of that. Shout out to Josh from Theme Park Mad, who thinks that Detonator is the best drop tower in the country because Apocalypse is overrated. But next on our list of kiddie rides to do today, and we really are getting through these, is Storm in a Teacup. Yeah, this is a Teacups ride, as is pretty obvious. But yeah, it's going to be cool to get on this, another Teacups cred. On a serious note, the recreations of these rides so far have been really good in Minecraft using 3D models and stuff. It's just a real shame that you know, you have to ride the Dodgems by yourself like a lunatic, and they don't have like CPU in there to, you know, keep you company, keep us single lads company. But yeah, this is hopefully going to start. Here we go. I don't think we can like spin these or anything. I could drive the Dodgems, but I can't do anything with these. Wow, I do love this music here as we come to a stop on the Teacups. There we go.
Exit gates. And hey, thanks for riding with me, Big Bob Jones. Oh my word, Big Bob, I know everyone hypes you up a bit too much, and you probably get a bit big-headed as a result, but that doesn't give you an excuse to come out with stuff like that. Like, this is a family channel.
Well, that kind of leaves us only really with one more ride that we can do in this video. But I thought that sort of as we're walking over to that, you know, I would show you sort of the Walking Dead sort of outside there, because obviously it is something we haven't done. I mentioned before that I can't really ride it as such because I simply won't be able to just like walk through it because of my visual impairment. I won't be able to see to get through there, but I thought why not show you the outside of it for those who are interested, which means I just need to find it, which could also be a challenge.
By sheer coincidence.
Well, here we are at The Walking Dead, and it turns out I just completely walked past it, and for some reason we still have WWTP radio music playing in the background instead of the Walking Dead soundtrack, which should play outside here, and usually does. Does it play if I walk in here? No, it doesn't. Maybe it does if you go a bit further in. I don't know, but yeah, now we really do only have sort of one last thing to ride, and that is The Swarm.
If you have enjoyed this video so far though, be sure to subscribe and leave this video a like because it really does help out the channel, and I'll be releasing plenty more content like this, including a tour of Alton Towers in Minecraft once I finished Thorpe Park, because EuroMagic have created that as well. I also publish a lot of informative sit-down theme park content as well, and I aim to get back vlogging at theme parks again this year, such as Alton Towers and Blackpool Pleasure Beach as well. So if you're a fan of that sort of content, you've got plenty to look forward to.
Yeah, the B&M Wing Coaster. I know, my most anticipated coaster in the country. I think it could be my second favourite coaster in the country after Icon. Like, it's hard for me to say because I'm not ridden anything like the Swarm, but you know, hopefully it is as good as a lot of people say it is, and you know, I really enjoy it as a result of that. But yeah, it's B&M Wing Coaster. It's really tall. It's nearly like 130 foot tall or something. Like, it's massive, but yeah, it's got a wing over drop as well, so you sort of twist round before dropping, and I've just walked completely past it, of course, but it's just here, so it's fine. But yeah, it's on its own little island, this, so you have to walk over a bridge, another bridge should I say, to get to it, because it's on an island in the centre of an island, I suppose you could say. And hang on. Okay guys, it seemed that the audio server sort of glitched and basically continued playing amateur music no matter where I was in the park, but I've basically gone off the server and gone back on, so it's fixed now. But yeah, here's the Swarm Island music, and here's the Walking Dead music slash ambience for those who are interested to know what that's like who've never visited Thorpe Park before. But anyway, this Swarm Island music's absolutely incredible. It's one that I may get copyrighted by again, because part of the soundtrack is the Swarm by You and Me at 6, or at least the instrumental of it. But yeah, here we are at the Swarm, and yeah. Yeah, it's another cattle pen queue, this one, and one that I'm probably going to skip ahead in the video for because it can be hard work to get through, but I thought I'd just talk a bit about it first. So yeah, it's themed to sort of the end of the world, this coaster. It's literally the only sort of major ride really we've covered in this video apart from Detonator, because it's just how things sort of turned out the way I wanted to do it. But as I was saying before, this coaster is a wing coaster, which basically means you're suspended beside the track with no track above or below you, and you can choose which side of the track you sit on as a result, where you're being sat at the side, so you can choose the left wing or the right wing. That part is further down the queue though, and yeah, but this coaster is so well themed and it looks incredible. You know, it's got good themed versions and it just looks smooth. It's just, yeah, the only thing that bothers me a bit about it is the vest restraints, because I heard they can be kind of tight, and even though I'm small, I know for a fact that the ones on Hyperspace Mountain at Disneyland Paris, I know that's a Vekoma, but those ruined that ride for me a bit, so I'm a bit concerned about these vest restraints. But yeah, hopefully I still really enjoyed the ride despite the ride having those. But yeah, you got all sorts of theming. Obviously this is kind of themed to a disaster. You got all bits of destroyed theming. You got like a helicopter propeller, I believe, like an aeroplane wing you go under on the first drop. You've got like a billboard you go under. There's so much. But here we are in the Swarm station now, guys. I said I'd skip ahead in the video and skip the queue because it is quite a long cattle pen. But yeah, we've got this like broken church style station and it's so cool. As I said, you can choose sort of whether you ride on the left or the right wing. I've chosen the left wing because I've never actually ridden on this one before, which means we're going to be going over the wing over drop at the top of this lift hill, which is right in front of us, because obviously we have to step out here to get in the train. But yeah, of course we're gonna get on front row. Getting on this ride is actually a bit weird. You have to click in the centre of the train, as I've just realised. But yeah, it's not put us on the front row, even though I was like stood in the front row even when I clicked on... Oh wait, we are on the front row. I was just facing the wrong way, and it's put us on the right wing for some reason, even though I was on like the left side, or at least I think I was. But yeah, you have to click in the centre of the train rather than on the seat, like on the other rides. But yeah, at least we're on front row. But yeah, maybe I was like clicked like on the right side of the train or something, I don't know. But yeah, so we go under the wing or over drop, and here we are, and it's going to be really hard for me to keep up with the train on this one. And there we go, through the billboard thing. But yeah, it's going to be really hard for me to keep up with the train because of how fast this is going round corners. It's a short ride, but it's got a good pace to it. I believe it's 50 something miles per hour. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we're like already practically at the end of it. Like, here we are, and then we just have this final corner. But yeah, it's a really cool ride, this. Like, I can't wait to get on it when I eventually go to Thorpe Park. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But yeah, that is the Swarm. Obviously themed to the end of the world. But yeah, I don't know what it was with me getting on the left, or the right should I say, when I was on the left. Like, I was, you know, I stood over there. But there we go. So that brings part 2 of this mini-series touring Thorpe Park in Minecraft on the EuroMagic server to a close. I hope you've enjoyed it. As I said before, be sure to check out last episode if you haven't already. That way you'll get to see the rides that we didn't cover in this episode, because we covered a lot more major rides in the last episode. But next episode, as I said, we're going to be touring the Lost City area of the park, which I'm really excited to do, and that's home to rides such as Colossus, Vortex. Colossus obviously being the Infinite Inversion coaster. Vortex is a KMG afterburner. We've also got Quantum there, the Magic Carpet ride, Rush, the S&S Screaming Swing. But yeah, there's so much for you guys to look forward to. But yeah, this music is so good as well, this port and base camp music. But yeah, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that, and click the bell to enable notifications. That way you'll be notified when part 3 and any of my other videos get uploaded. Be sure to also leave this video a like as well, because it does really help out the channel. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.